Welcome to Colombia. Travel update, Cartagena, Colombia. Welcome, wonderful people all over the world. My name is Frank. I'm Swiss and I came to Colombia in 2015 and I run a travel agency in Bogota. Today is the 27th of February 2021. I spent the whole last week here in Cartagena because I'm growing a new brand for corporate travel, and also I took the opportunity to visit many luxury boutique hotels, and we will also publish some videos about that, and they will be great because what we saw, it's always when I come to Cartagena, it's just astonishing and the city is so beautiful. I'm always amazed. But I want to share with you my experience from traveling from Bogota to Cartagena by airplane, and also what I observed here in the city in terms of tourism, of course. First of all, I'm here on the rooftop of the Sofia Boutique Hotel. Great hotel. They invited me for one night to stay, and yesterday I spent the whole night with a friend I didn't see for 18 months here on the rooftop with some beer. Great experience also for non-guests. If you want to have a great rooftop with DJ and cool beer, a very nice ambiance here, I really can recommend it. This is not a paid video, so I'm not telling that because they invited me, because we really enjoyed yesterday night here. So let's start in Bogota. I traveled with my intern Sergio. This is a picture of us. No, I think that's the wrong picture. We have a better picture of Sergio. He did a great job here in Cartagena because it was very hot and we were like walking around early morning until the evening, so it was quite tough. So let's start. Airport in Bogota. What you need when you fly within Colombia, you need to fill out the COVID app, and then we drove from the city center in Bogota to the airport. We arrived at the upper deck where you have the check-ins, and before the entrance there is a control. So what do? They check your temperature, you have to disinfect your hands, then you're in. There was no controlling of the COVID app or test or whatever. That was about it. We went to the check-in desk and like this. I handed in my luggage, also going to the gate, getting through all the controls where some people on a Sunday morning, but it was really fast. Finally getting to the gate, I think it was even faster than before. We were at the airport 2 hours before, but getting to the gate, I think overall it was faster than before. So it took some time to take the temperature, to disinfect the hands, but that was it. A different was when we boarded the airplane, because they started with the back seats and then until the front. Flying was normal. You had to have, in Colombia, you have to have your face mask on all the time when you're in public, when you leave, also at the airport and in the airplane. We arrived at Cartagena and they asked us to remain on our seats. And the way leaving the plane was also kind of different than usual, because the first passengers leaving the airplane were to 3 rows in the back, and then 3 rows in the front, and then back, front. And they explained us that they need to do that to keep the stability of the airplane, that it doesn't flip over like in a comic. So nothing happened. So in Cartagena, you don't dock to the gate, you take the stairs and then you walk to the terminal. And usually that's no big issue because the weather is hot and humid, and it's a nice little walk. And then before getting into the baggage claim, there is another guy taking the temperature, and then you're in. Waiting for the luggage, 5 minutes. It was incredibly fast. Luggage was there before all the people. So also a much faster process. Very interesting. Then getting out to the taxi stand, That changed in Cartagena. Before, you walked out and you took a left and you had a kind of desk and you told the guys which hotel you were staying in, and then they gave you a ticket. That changed. You take a ride directly to the taxis and then you take the cab to your hotel. So that was traveling, flying within Colombia, very easy. National flights, very simple. In Cartagena, my observation is there is almost no international tourism. And the thing is, most countries now, they have measures that when you fly back to the country, you need to present a negative COVID test and a PCR test. And the difficulty is when the PCR test shows you a positive result, it doesn't mean that you're infected. It only tells you that you have some particles of the virus, living or dead, it doesn't matter, in your body. And the PCR test can show you a positive result over 1 month, 2 months, even 3 months. So most foreigners are not taking the risk right now traveling abroad because of the risk being stuck here in Colombia and not being able to fly back because of the test results. So that means now, of the usual numbers of foreigners, I would say we have between 5 and 10%. I almost see no Europeans, few North Americans, but many Colombians. Also, the Colombian tourism right now changed in Cartagena because most hotels are open, but now they're giving big discounts. Occupation of the hotels ranges from 20 to 40%. So you see the hotels, they open, they take the risk of having the cost of running the business, but foreigners are not coming. So they offering now discounts to national tourism and people are coming, they're staying in the hotels, young people, young couples, and you see in the historic part of Cartagena, there are many people. But this kind of tourism, there's no consumption. Many restaurants are open, but they're empty. Many bars are open, empty. Shops, many are open, nobody goes inside. So the kind of tourism we have right now, they're coming to the city, they're paying for their hotels, but low consumption. Cartagena right now is great. If you like Cartagena without the crowds, without the cruises, for yourself, actually, Cartagena is great to visit. Right now, December, January, February, it's very windy, so it's not as hot because with the wind from the shore, it's a great time of the year to visit Cartagena. Also in comparison to Bogota. In Bogota, in the historic part, you see for sale and to rent everywhere. It looks quite disastrous. Here in Cartagena, you see it, but only little. I think there is more for sale than before, but it's nowhere close to Bogota. So Cartagena is maintaining a good level and the offer is open. You can come, you can have a great time here in Cartagena. Right now, Cartagena is surviving, and which is good. But also here, all the tourism got hit hard and everybody is fighting for survival. So how is tourism life here in Cartagena? Of course, also during hot weather you have to wear your face mask, but you go to the beach and you have the areas are all separated with ropes. So when you go as a group to the beach, you can put down your face mask. You're free at the beach. You have the services going to the Rosario Islands with the private boats, and on the boat you don't need to have your face mask. So when you are in the services or in the restaurants or whatever, you don't need to wear the face mask. But when you move around, then you need your face mask. That's how it is. I'm going to stay 1 more week and the plan is to visit the islands and to show all the offer you have besides the historic part, because in Cartagena there is much more. You can go to the Rosario Islands in Peru and you will find a Caribbean feeling with crystalline water, like in one of the videos we already have visiting of the Rosario Islands with the private boat. this is a great plan. So people who like that, they can spend like 2-3 days here in Cartagena, and they can also spend 2-3 days on the islands and enjoy the Caribbean feeling. And also what I saw, not all the hotels are open, some are still closed, some are using the time for renovation. There are also hotels preparing for opening new hotels, and this is great because the offer is expanding. And when you check on the hotels in Cartagena, you will see there are so many beautiful boutique hotels here within the historic part, but there are also around the historic part some nice hotels with sky bars and terraces and pools. So that's it, that's an update here from Cartagena, from my trip. You will see more videos from me of Cartagena and the activities you can do around, and very soon the great video about the boutique and luxury hotels here in Cartagena. Also below in the description section, check it out. You will find more information and links, affiliated links, that you can get more valuable information about your future trip. So that's it from Cartagena. I send you all the best wishes. I hope you are well, and I hope to see you soon here back on my channel, or even better, here in Cartagena, Colombia. All the best, yours Colombiafrank. Bye bye.